In this module, I will be showing you how to construct a female pant trousers step by step. After picking the dart, the next step is to construct the pocket, and because this is a fitted trousers, I will be showing you how to make a slant side pocket. So in doing this, I will hold the two panels together, right side facing each other. Then by the side, which is the out seam, this is the inseam and this is the out seam. So on the out seam side, I will measure out the pocket opening. So in measuring the pocket opening, I will come to the waist area. Firstly, I will mark out my seam allowance. Please don't skip this step. Make sure you mark out your seam allowance first. So whatever you add as your seam allowance has to be marked out. So here I have 1/2 inch. Then from the 1/2 inch points, I will measure pocket opening of 6 inches. The standard measurement for pocket opening is 7 inches, but because this is a female trousers, 7 inches is too wide, so I will reduce this to 6 inches. It can even be as low as 5.5 or 5 inches, but for the sake of this tutorial, I will maintain 6 inches, so which is here. So now that I have the 6 inches point marked out, then I will place a notch on that point, and I'll make sure the two panels are aligned properly. So just cutting a little, about 1/8 of an inch is enough. So now I have the point marked out. So after that, then I'll come to the waist area again. From the outseam side, I will measure 1/2 inch. So the 1/2 inch I marked out is the seam allowance in joining this to the back panel. So from the 1/2 inch point, I will measure 2.5 inches forward, and I have it here. Can you see what I have? Then from the 2.5 inches point, I will take it down to the pocket opening point, like so. So this is what I will be using in creating the slant pocket. So this is a slant pocket. So instead of the pocket to be going downwards on a straight line, it's going to be going in a slant manner. Okay, so now that I have this drawn out, you can see what I have. Then I will cut a feasible interfacing of about this size. Can you see what I have here? This is 3 inches, and the length as well. So I will make it a little bit longer, so it's going to get to the hip level. You can see what I have. I will make the length of the feasible interfacing get to the hip level. Okay, so that by the time I fold this inward, this is where I'm folding, this is coming to the wrong side. It's coming to the wrong side, like so. So if you know you cannot get this, you can transfer your lines to the right side, so that you will know the exact point to fold on. So I can see mine clearly, like this. This is the pocket opening point, so I'll hold it like so. Can you see what I have? So I will fuse this side. This is where the slant is coming, where the fabric will cover up. I will fuse this side. I will cover this up like this. Then on the second panel as well, I will repeat the same process. I will draw out this line on the wrong side. I'm doing this on the wrong side because I don't want the right side to stain. But if you know you cannot trace your line from the wrong side, so you can definitely transfer this line to the right side, so that you'll be able to fold directly on the line. Okay, so I will do this here, and I will repeat the same process on the second panel. So while I take this to the ironing board, I will fuse it. I will iron in the part that I marked out. It's coming towards the wrong side. can see what I have, and I'll be back to show you the effect. So guys, after giving this a press, this is what I have. As you can see, this is the effect of the fusible interfacing. So this is the part I fused, as you can see. So what I measured out here will cover it up like so. You can see what I have. So I followed this shape and I extended it outward a little bit and upward a little bit, downward a little bit. So after doing this, I cover it up with the piece of fabric I have, and I gave it a press as well, so which give me this result. And I repeated the same process on the other side. So now that I have this done, the next step is to cut out all the pieces I will be using in constructing the pockets. Now I will be showing you how to cut out the pocket bag. I will be needing 2 pocket bags in constructing the pocket. One for the first pocket that will be on the first panel, and the other one for the second panel. So the standard measurements used in cutting out pocket bag is 14 inches by 14 inches. And while on fold, I will have 14 inches by 7 inches. But because I don't want my pocket to be too deep, because this is a female pant, I will reduce the length of the pocket to 12 inches. So instead of 14 inches, I will have 12 inches. So which means I will have 12 inches by 14 inches. While on fold, I will have 12 inches by 7 inches. So guys, now I have my pocket bag cut out, and I use this to cut out the second piece. So you can see what I have. So after cutting out, I end up having about 13 inches, not up to 13 inches really. This is like 12.75. So after construction, because I'm still going to shape the lower part of the pocket, so I will end up having about 12 inches. So that is why I added that extra of 0.75, and also the edges also will be shaped. To be on the safer side, you can cut out 13 inches for the length of the pocket, so that after constructing the lower part and the upper part, so you will end up having about 12 inches. But if you don't mind your pocket too deep, you can just maintain the standard measurement of 14 inches. And for the width of the pocket bag, I have 7 inches, as you can see. So this is what I have. So now I have to tell you this. Let me quickly tell you this. If you don't want to use the same fabric you use in constructing your trousers as your pocket work, it is acceptable. So you can use different fabric that is less quality or less expensive to cut out your pocket bag. But for the sake of this tutorial, I decided to use the remaining fabric I have because I still have more. So if you don't have more fabric, if you are short of fabric when you are cutting out your trousers, so you can decide to use a less expensive fabric to cut out your pocket bag, because it is not going to be showing on the outside. So now that I have this cut out, the next step is to cut out the facing for the pocket bag. Now I will be showing you how to cut out the pocket facing. In cutting out the pocket facing, I will pick one of the front panel and I will open up the pocket opening I ironed inward, like so. Then I will trace out the shape I have at the edges. So I will place this on a piece of fabric. So I will align it edges to edges. You can see what I have. So when I have it like so, then I will trace out the edges of the fabric. And I will stop at the pocket opening point. Now that I have this marked out, then I will make it a straight line. Okay, so from the upper part here, I will measure 5 inches. This measurement is a standard measurement. which is here. Then for the length, I will take it downward a little bit. I want it to be longer than the pocket opening. For the pocket opening, I have 6.5 inches. So I will take this downward and I will make it 8 inches. So which means I've added about 1.5 inches to that. So this is the 8 inches point, and this is what I have. So I will be connecting these 2 points together, but instead of connecting from edge to edge, don't forget this does not get to the edge of the fabric. So I will extend this line in a slant manner. I will extend it downward to the 8 inches point. So now you can see what I have. So at the lower part of the 8 inches point, I will measure 1.5 inches forward. Which is here. Then I will be connecting the 5 inches point to the 1.5 inches point, like so. So instead of connecting from this edge to this edge, so I need an allowance which will help the pocket facing to rest properly on the pocket bag. So that was why I took this forward by 1.5 inches. So then I'll connect it straight like so. When cutting out your facing, you must use the same fabric you use in cutting out the trousers panels. This is because this piece will be showing outside. This is what will replace what you have here. This will cover up the pocket bag. So let me cut this out first so that you will understand better. When I cut this out like this, I will use this piece to cut out the second piece. And because we are having 2 pockets, all the pieces will be cutting out for the pocket construction is going to be in double. So the pieces are going to be in double. I have this cut out now, and I will use it as a template to cut out the second piece. So while cutting this out, it has to be right side facing the right side. This is the wrong side of my fabric, and I'll flip it over to the right side. So I will position this right side facing the right side. So guys, now I have the 2 pieces for the pocket facing cut out. As I said earlier, this has to be the same fabric with your panels. It has to be the same fabric. You can use different fabric for the pocket bag, but for the pocket facing it has to be the same fabric, because this part is going to cover up the pocket bag. So even when you use separate fabric for the pocket bag, this is what will be showing on the outside. Nobody will see what we have on the inside. So that is why it is necessary you use the same fabric with the trousers panel. So now that we have all these pieces cut out, so the next step is to fuse my pocket facing.